Welcome to the Journey of Love and Light. This is the Capricorn general reading for March 16th to the 31st. As I said, a general reading, so it may or may not resonate with everyone. If it resonates, please take what does and use it on your journey. If it doesn't, just leave it and continue on your journey without the message. I've already meditated over and shuffled these cards, but I'm going to give them a few more shuffles before we get started. I don't love this camera angle. Hopefully that's a little better. Um, so you are the first of my earth signs for this reading period, dear Capricorn. So let's see what we have for you. See what's happening for my Capricorn earth signs for the second half of March. I'm going to use 3 decks. I'm using this first deck is the Guardian Angel Tarot by Radleigh Valentine. I'm going to pull 5 cards from this deck. One more card. What messages do you have for Capricorn? What message do you have for Capricorn for the second half of March? Messages. Whoop. No. That is not it. Crazy cards. What messages do you have for Capricorn for the second half of March? Holy Spirit. From purest white light, what messages do you have for Capricorn? There we go. All right, I saw this when I was shuffling, so it has to be relevant. Okay. Interesting. So this first card, the Guardian of Thought, is getting so much play in this second half of March. I shuffle these cards to no end, and I have had no less than 6 signs get this card, and several of them on the first card. But the difference is for you, my dear Capricorn, is that you got this card in the reverse. And the Guardian of Thought is typically a air sign, a sword card, like a knight of swords. And in reverse, what I'm sensing is that you recently, Capricorn, had a situation where you I'm really struggling with this card because I feel like that you've had a situation where you spoke your truth and things didn't necessarily turn out like you thought that they would. It kind of turned your world upside down, but it was all you did was speak your truth. And so coming into the second half of the month, you might be feeling a little bit like just detached. You just don't care anymore. Like you were worried, you were in your thoughts. You had wanted something to turn out in a certain way, and it didn't. But the next card out of the deck is the Go Within card, and it says that you are a very intuitive person. So this is kind of like the Hermit card. And it's telling you that you're a very intuitive person, that there are many wonderful insights that lie waiting inside of you. And it tells you to take time to be quiet and reflect upon the desires of your heart through meditation or prayer. It says there's no need to take action right now, that you just need to be patient with yourself. So, maybe you had been beating yourself up. Maybe you've been having these thoughts that you weren't good enough, that things weren't, right, or that you didn't have the right solutions, or that you weren't providing the best, guidance, or whatever it is. But what it's telling you is that in the second half of March, that it's time for you to go within, to take some time and to be patient with yourself, and truly just listen to that still small voice inside. And the next card even further says that. Like, the next card is the four of thought, and look at that little boy, little girl, listening to the shell, because they're trying to listen from within. And it's saying again that spend time with nature, listening for guidance from your angels and your own inner voice, because over analyzing the situation, again, that's probably what this is. You're over analyzing the situation. It won't provide you the answers that you're seeking. It says, consider taking a break from, your situation, and just kind of rest and rejuvenate, so that you can become clear on what your next steps should be. And again, it talks about meditation being helpful. So, this talks about meditation and prayer. This talks about meditation. We are in the month of Mercury retrograde. So it's asking you to kind of go back and review, go inside, really figure out what it is that you want, Capricorn, and stop over analyzing, the situation. You don't necessarily have all the answers, but what's true is that the answer will be delivered to you. The messenger of emotion is bringing you a new experience, a new opportunity, a new offer, to grow into something deeper than that you've had before. So maybe it's a relationship that's going to grow deeper. Maybe it's a job situation that's going to get stronger. Maybe it's just a plan that that is coming to fruition. But it's telling you that whoever it is that you're involved with, and again, this is a cups card, so it could be a water sign, a Pisces, a Scorpio, or Cancer, that is going to be bringing you in this information that will ultimately help validate what it is that you come to in your meditation, in your prayer, and in your thinking. And this person that's coming into your life, and I'm actually kind of feeling like this might be a relationship, because but this person that's coming in, either you or this person, are shy and sensitive, and so maybe it's the offer is not real clear, but it's clear in their heart. And so know that as you close out the month of March, that the Six of Abundance is the energy that is there, and the Six of Abundance is equal give and take. It's you giving and receiving. It is times for, like, volunteering, and reaping the joy and gratification that you have when you are able to give to other people. But what it's saying is that the universe is here to shower upon you in equal measure. So whatever you're giving to others, be sure that you are actually accepting from others too, because it's in that flow, that universal exchange, that keeps everything flowing in a positive way, and things don't get stagnant. So you can't always just give, and you can't always just receive. There has to be equal give and take in a relationship, in a partnership, in a business, whatever it is. But it sounds like that use this Mercury retrograde time at the end of March, where we're revisiting everything, to go inward and to revisit what it is that you want as you move forward in this relationship or in this situation. And know that at the end of the day, that the universe is going to shower you with an equal measure of what you give, you will receive. So let me pull 4 cards from the Mystical Wisdom. I'm going to give them a little bit of shuffle to further clarify this reading for my Capricorns for the second half of March. Holy Spirit, guardian angels, what would you have Capricorn know as it relates to this reading? Oh, there we go. For the end of March. What messages do you have for Capricorn? What messages do you have for Capricorn? Oh, there's another one. What messages do you have for Capricorn at the end of March? Holy Spirit, from the pure white light, what messages do you have for Capricorn to help guide them on their journey of love and light? What messages do you have? There we go. All right. Okay. All right. The first card out of the Mystic Wisdom deck is Self-Reliance. And it tells you, do not be afraid to fly solo. So perhaps if this over analyzing and thinking and this need to go within is about a relationship or your ability to be on your own, your ability to handle it without a partner, and this is just telling you that you can do whatever it is that you want to do on your own. You don't you have all of the power and strength and knowledge of the universe within you. So it doesn't require anything without or outside of you to accomplish whatever it is that you want to accomplish. And it tells you that the resilience card comes up next, telling you to rise above the tribulations. So it could be that there's some, as you're in the second half of March, it could be that you are experiencing some challenges, maybe some, just because Mercury retrograde can be challenging in itself because it causes you to have to revisit situations, revisit, information, revisit contracts, revisit, you have to, buy things again because they are, you know, not working properly because you bought them during Mercury retrograde, lots of different stuff. So it's just telling you to rise above those tribulations as you face those. Because the next card even is the confrontation card, telling you to pick your battles wisely. So it could be that this fits with that. So like if there's conflict this month, if there's challenges, if there's people who want to kind of buck you, it's telling you to rise, to have self-reliance. Don't be afraid to fly solo. Rely on yourself. And rise above the tribulation. So it's basically like I was telling say is when you're picking your battles wisely, sometimes you just walk away from the battle. You see this person like let's just kind of walk away from the battle altogether because it's just not worth it. So pick your battles wisely if you do come across any challenges in the second half of March, my dear Capricorns. The last card out for this is the animal bond card, and it says stand up for all animals. And it could just be that perhaps some of you are in a situation, and this is not definitely not going to go for everyone. This is a general reading, but some of you may be in a situation where you actually do some sort of animal rescue, or you are looking to be an animal activist in some way. It's just telling you that definitely, if that's in your thoughts and that's in your energy, that it is right and just to stand up for animals. And if you are considering, for some of you they're considering a pet, what it's asking you to do is to look for a pet that is at a rescue. Save a pet that might not otherwise have an opportunity. So I'm gonna. This is interesting. So I to get a pet card in the middle of your reading, especially as it. So maybe you're going to have this abundance coming, and it's gonna create a new situation for you that allows you, or maybe it's in this volunteering because it talks. We talked earlier about equal give and take, and you volunteering things. Perhaps you're volunteering Capricorn in a shelter of some sort that provides services to animals, or you're going to do some sort of volunteer work that is in alignment with animals, or maybe that's part of the decision that you need to make. Like you don't know what you should be supporting. What this is telling you that perhaps your focus and your your support and your generosity should go to animals, to an animal rescue, animal shelter of some sort. So I'm going to draw three more cards out of the Energy Oracle cards by Sandra Ann Taylor to get the underlying energy of this time for the end of March for my Capricorn friends out there. Let's see what energy you're dealing with. What messages do you have for Capricorn for second half of March? There's one. Messages you have for Capricorn for the second half of March. What messages do you have for Capricorn for the second half of March? Holy Spirit, what messages do we have for Capricorn for the second half of March? Well, that's too many. Let's try again. What messages do we have for the second half of March for Capricorn Earth sign? There we go. All right. Yet again, the patience card. I'm sure that is relative to Mercury retrograde. Okay, first card. Blossoming abundance. Love threes. Threes is like completion. So this coming into the second half of March for my dear Capricorns, what I'm sensing is that you really are in a good place. You have a lot of good things happening in your life. You have friends are available to you. You have family available to you. You have activities that are keeping you busy. You have just a full circle, a full plate, and you just feel complete and fulfilled. So I feel like this underarching energy of the underlying energy being blossoming abundance is what is really helping you fly solo and rise above the tribulations, because you know that, hey, I got things good no matter what people want to say, what kind of crap they want to throw at me. I'm all right, things are going good, and I know that because the next card coming out is the Angel of Love. And the Angel of Love is telling me that yes, indeed, I do feel like this is about the strengthening of a relationship, the growing of a relationship. If you just get out of your head, um, that some new, deeper experience is coming, that's bringing you this abundance, this give and take of love. But whatever it is that you are wanting to kind of move forward with to get past these challenges with, is going to take some patience. So just know that, I guess chalk it up to Mercury retrograde, that this last half of March may still feel like a little bit more waiting, a little bit more being put on hold for something to happen. But just use that time to go within and to truly listen to your needs and what it is that you want to experience in your life, so that when that offer comes of deeper experience, deeper emotions, deeper opportunity, you'll be ready to open your arms and accept all the abundance that's being offered to you, so that you have what you need to supply for your well-being, your life, and your needs, but also have enough to give from the overflow, to be able to help others. And it could be, there's not money, it could be, love that you have to give, it could be time that you have to give, it could be, resources that you have to give. Whatever it is that you have to give, know that you have love, love at your side, love under your feet. You have, abundance is a blossoming in your life, and it's just going to require some patience, to get out of this, stuck feeling, and get ready to move forward, probably into the second quarter of 2019. So, if this reading resonated with you and you found it useful, please like, share, subscribe below so that I will know that I should continue to do these readings. I look forward to continuing to share your journey of love and light. Peace and greatest blessings to you all.